that'll be too much information, but in case I ended up belching, so then you have been warned. All right, now for the regular scheduled jokes. Well, I know that in life sometimes it's all about having to read things more closely, and I ended up understanding that one on a pretty high level recently because I was reading an article, and I think it was about a book, and the line said, after you get laid, it's like, cool, get laid, and then it's like, wait a minute, you have to read a little farther. The first word on the next line, off. It's like, yeah, that changes the whole meaning right there. Laid off. Yeah. One you'd like to have, the other, no, you wouldn't. I know about being laid off. It's happened to me twice. First time I ended up in Minnesota because of it. Other time I didn't want to move to Florida. So there was that. So I noticed the bank employees, that means tails from bank, like tails from the crypt. That river is not running dry anytime soon. I still see a lot of weird things working in the check shop. Just this past week, there we go. Mailroom supervisor that isn't on site very much, based in another office, rings the doorbell and said, you got to sign for a package. It's like, I wasn't expecting anything. I signed for it. And then I look inside, it's toner cartridges. They're too small for me to use on the check printer. It's like, oh great, who's sending me these things that I can't use? And it's like, well, I guess I'll just have to put a return to sender label on it. I don't know what else to do with it. And I don't know who's paying for it either. Definitely not me. I'm not the one in charge of the budget and the cost center or whatever they call it. So there was that. Well, we all got to eat, and sometimes that means eating out. And for somebody like me who's a recluse, that can be challenging to say the least, because that means interacting with people. I like going to Jersey Mike's, except I find out it's a crapshoot on who makes the sandwich. Even though the sandwich is pretty good, I give the sandwiches a good rating every time, and I love that Mr. DeVito is still in the ads. I keep saying keep him in the ads because he's cool. Because he's Danny DeVito. Damn it. I mean, do I have to explain that one any further? No. All right, the sandwich makers. I guess I should just get to the point of being proactive instead of reactive, because when somebody talks to me, I talk back to them, and that means that I'm usually end up playing their game, and that doesn't work because I get annoyed. Like in this case, dude saw the shirt I was wearing of a certain sports team, and then he felt the need to warn me about somebody who claimed he was talking smack about my team and was wearing a Packer hat. And it's like, well, I sat down and ate my sandwich, and eventually the Packer fan left. And I noticed the sandwich maker later on proved his true colors, for lack of a better term, because he started talking about, the racetrack in Elko, which he said was super white trash. And it's like, I didn't know there were degrees of white trash. I just figured it was a binary thing. You either are or you aren't. And as the saying goes, takes one to know one. Yeah, in the end, I ended up liking the Packer fan more than the sandwich maker. Why? Because the Packer fan left me alone, and he just left. There was no rumble. We didn't talk at all. And it's like, yeah, I guess we had one thing in common, even if we liked rival football teams. We were just there to eat. I mean, it's not like I have an alarm on me that says, rival football fan, I've got to fight him. That's not how it works. I'm a mild-mannered guy. I lose fist fights. I've got to fight with my mind and stay out of these kinds of fights. Well, I guess if I see that sandwich maker in, it's like, nope. Yeah, got to get tough about these things. So there was that. I love festivals, and plenty of festivals this time of year in the Twin Cities. Just a matter of finding out about them. And I went to one this weekend that I found by accident. Really funny story about that, where I was just confirming information about another festival I like attending that I've been to a few times before. And I ended up Googling in a search engine, St. George Festival, St. Paul, and I found another festival attendant. Two churches, same name. What are the odds? Well, I guess around here, pretty good, and I didn't know that at the time. But the one I went to this weekend was in West St. Paul, and it was a Middle Eastern festival. And I'll admit, one of the drawing cards there was camels, honoring their Middle Eastern origins of the church. And it's like, yeah, I don't get to see camels too often. I'll go, didn't ride one. Most of the kids riding them. I don't know if there's a weight limit. Probably borderline on the weight limit if there was. But yeah, I got pictures of camels, and it's like, oh, when they need to scratch, they scratch too, same as people. It's like, cool, I learned something. I also learned something about Orthodox churches there. Being a Protestant kid, I guess I wouldn't have learned that much about it even in Sunday school. And hey, good food, drink, and music there. They got baklava.
Woo-woo!
Yeah, I don't have that very often. So, yay for festivals. And then I went to the Triline Cinema. They show classics. World War II era comedy called To Be or Not to Be with Jack Benny. And I ended up getting it on the gag was somebody gets up whenever he starts a soliloquy. And it also reminds me of how I haven't seen too many movies with Jack Benny, but now it makes more sense when my old man once said to me, "Oh, son, are you going to tell jokes tonight like Jack Benny and Rodney Dangerfield, Red Skeleton?" And then I had to fire back at him and say, "Dad, I think they're all dead. Get a little more current on your comedian references." But what do you got to do? He's an old school guy. Well, that'll do it for me, Hank. Well, been great.